What? No Hulk Hogan? Konbanwa and welcome to this. I believe it's our 4th episode of the relaunch thing.
4th or 5th, Michael?
Toukon Retsuden in the world of Japanese professional wrestling. Your navigators for today, Mr. Daniel Edward Ginnity, Esquire.
And to my right, you know him, you love him, you can't live without him. The Tower of Power too sweet to be sour. The great Riki.
I'm going to have to time that whole thing better next time.
I went along with it.
You did.
I riffed.
You riffed and it was wonderful. That's quite an introduction. A lot to live up to. Unfortunately, Mike's in the control room. No, we love him. We can't do this without him. At least not effectively. We've proven that.
That is true. That was a test. We tested that theory.
Mm-hmm. Many times.
So we're glad to be back. Got the band back together for another episode of Toukon Retsuden in the world of Japanese professional wrestling. And we're going to be showing you matches right up to the minute as recently as 15 years ago.
Well, what do you want? Probably in a virtually reverse order. We have 4 big matches today, am I right?
Yes, no less than 4.
We have a women's match, which I think we're going to lead off the show with.
Correct.
From Pumpin' Promotion with Kana and Shirai taking on
Yoshiko, Tamura, and Kurihara.
Yep.
Something like that.
And then we have 2 matches from the USA, or I guess it would be the WCW tour of Japan from 1994? 96? I know
there's a 96 tour. It's G1 Climax Special. It is what Lord Steven Regal believes to be his best match ever, or best match in Japan. And as Arn Anderson might say, not to toot my own horn, but toot, a personal assistant friend of his reached out and somehow got a hold of me because on the regular weekly TV show for New Japan, 2 minutes of this match aired, and Lord Steven Regal was bemoaning the fact that he couldn't see it in uncut format. And someone said, how could we find out if this exists? And somehow my name came up, and I said, oh, that's on a commercial tape. I've got the whole thing. In fact, we've covered it on our cable show many years ago.
Yeah.
So now Lord Steven Regal is in possession of what he considers to be his favorite match of his.
Now, did you get to talk to him?
No.
Oh, man. You gotta work that out.
No. I'm a big fan of Steve Regal. Someday, we'll have him on the show someday. How about that?
That, Dan, is probably a lie.
That could be a lie.
And then, lastly, someone who's never appeared on the show before, Jushin Thunder Liger, will take on someone else who I don't believe has, I know he has a few times.
On the relaunch? No,
maybe not on the relaunch. Gran Hamada, who has passed away relatively recently.
True.
Probably most well known to a lot of people as probably as being the father of Ayako Hamada, but also from his time in Michinoku Pro, I think, probably.
Had his own promotion. It was called Universal Wrestling Federation, kind of lucha libre promotion, but in Japan. And it spawned a lot of the Michinoku Pro guys before they were Michinoku Pro guys.
Now, one thing we did not touch on is who is Lord Steven Regal facing in this match?
He is what may have been, I don't know if he still had the title by then. I think he might have. Your IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Shinya Hashimoto.
Oh, excellent.
I told you it was his favorite match.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, by far the tallest person on this show is Lord Steven Regal.
Oh, yeah. He's a legit heavyweight. He might be the only one I'm scanning.
He's the only one over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, we have essentially two juniors matches with, we haven't even covered it. The original Tiger Mask Satoru Sayama versus Yoshiaki Fujiwara from December 5th, 1984 in the initial UWF promotion, commonly called UWF 1.0. And they would have a shoot style match, but they're both, neither one of them full-blown heavyweights.
So the only thing we haven't learned to do coming into this particular show, Dan, is count, because I think that makes 5 matches.
4. Women's tag, Liger match, Lord Steven Regal match, and Super Tiger match.
And Flair and...
No, we weren't doing that.
Oh, we're not doing that match.
Flair Sasaki is the match before Steven Regal
that's where I
when
got
we were
confused.
queuing it up.
Okay, so 4 still equals 4.
And I don't
Makes
want to
me
see
much
poor Ric
happier.
Flair get his shoulder
I know.
ripped out.
And that really began the downslide of his time with WCW.
Yeah, 96. So he had already been wrestling by then for 24 years, and
Yep.
he came in late. So he was damn near 50 when it happened. Sustaining an injury at 50 is never a good thing for longevity, but he would continue to he exists anyway, till the end of WCW.
Yep. And then beyond that with appearances.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, yeah. Yes and no, I suppose. I would say he was a lot more hot and cold at that point than he was when he was before.
He did get a match with Shawn Michaels, which was a high-profile match, not necessarily great. But Shawn Michaels did everything he could to help Ric Flair, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, and Flair even talks about just how much he appreciated the way Michaels worked with him.
Michaels is so much of a dink, but every time you want to 100% write him off, he does the right thing, and you go like, oh, okay, fine.
For me, he's kind of like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yes.
Everything about Sugar Ray Leonard I can't stand, and there's no way you can argue he's a great fighter.
No, because I think it would take minor tweaks for his personality or his behavior, and he would be, without a doubt, first ballot everything and well regarded. He didn't have to be such a weasel, hiding out in Hawaii, finding out from a rat who was following around Hands of Stone Duran when he won the title, and he gained like 60 pounds.
Oh, Dan, let's not be crazy. About 60. Yeah.
And this rat tipped off Sugar Ray saying, hey, he's really fat now. He said, all right, I'll come back out of retirement for a rematch.
Well, actually, that wasn't. Sort of retirement, because that was after the first loss in June 1980.
I apologize. He was talking about retiring even then, because he figured I beat Duran.
And
what else do I need to do?
What I call him, he lost to Duran.
Duran, yeah.
So he was. I know he's Sugar Ray, the second less important Sugar Ray. I hate to say that, but it's true. But I always call him Special Conditions Leonard. Because he always found a way to get around the rules. For instance, Duran was partying because he won this biggest match of his career, was actually considering retiring himself, went back to Panama, started partying on the beach with all the Panamanians, went from 147 pounds to 205 pounds in about 5 weeks. Was given about 6 weeks when they finally said there would be a rematch. Oh, by the way, did I mention the WBC did not allow for immediate rematches at that point?
Interesting.
Somehow it happened. But, yeah.
Well, you know what's going to happen next?
Probably our first match.
Our first match is a tag team match from 2010. I think it's Neo related. It's got Kana. You've seen her multiple times on this show, every episode of this show. And she's going to be tag teaming with a girl named Io Shirai.
The genius of the sky, in fact, from what I hear.
And she's going to be facing, we already talked about Yoshiko Tamura and Kanaharu. We're going to see it, Kanahara.
Sometimes we can't even remember these.
There it is. It's right there.
So on the right of your screen, you will see Kana and Io Shirai, and the other girls are on the left side.
And as you might imagine, they look young here because they are. This match is 15 years old, 2010.
And I must say, I really do like both of them. From even their time in NXT and WWE, because I do, not that I have in months now, but I do actually on occasion watch some of that.
Well, they all have their masks, they all have their get-ups.
Yeah, and it did say Neo up there. I didn't read everything it said. And I can't now because,
Well, even in 2010, the world of Joshi Prodes was fractured into a million different pieces.
Yep.
And
that's Io Shirai right there.
That's correct. Yep. And we know her as Kana. And this one says Time Cree? Because the other one says Kana and Io. Tamakari? Maybe that's the name of the tag team, how they jam the two names together.
Yep.
All right. Coming into the ring now, the other two. I guess I could look it up, but I've got Twitch on my phone. I'm following the chat. For all of you out there who are participating in this live stream, feel free to chat with me. I've got my phone out. I'm watching along.
Feel free to sneak in the names of the other two
yeah, if you could bail us out.
combatants here.
We're going to make this like a regular YouTube live stream when our brains aren't working. That's why we rely on the friendly chat. So if you can look up this match from 2010, it's probably the only Kana Io Shirai tag match out there from 2010.
At least from this
let
date.
us know who the heck they are. I know
to which we just really...
Yoshiko Tamura is one of them. I just can't remember the other one. Kurihara?
Kurihara, I believe. But
it's Ayumi, right? Ayumi Kurihara?
Yeah.
Holy crap,
and if we're wrong, the best likelihood is that Rob's going to bail us out. So,
well, Rob might be sleeping because this went past his bedtime. He's got to work. But I did send out an introductory chat. Oh, never mind. I'm getting word that it's skipping a bit.
Only on the live stream.
Only on the live stream. This will all be tight. For those of you enjoying our live stream, if it is a little glitchy, do not worry. Future rewatches will be smooth as butter. All right, I already don't like the announcer. Can we punch her?
come and see the violence inherent in the system. And there is Kana.
Oh, that's Ayumi. She's got the short haircut. I should know this. I'm so disappointed.
I like the glasses.
And they are the Neo Ladies Tag Champions. Hard to believe Neo's still in existence in 2010 after, what, 12, 13 years?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get these streamers out of the way, everyone warmed up, and get to the action.
Not buying Io's haircut. I don't love it.
Yeah, it's not, I don't know why or how.
Frosted, it's not working for me.
It's too much.
Oh, well, now, I don't know if they're being heels. They're certainly not being too... Yep, that would see. I would call that a bit of a heel move there, completely disregarding the handshake from the champions.
It's being dismissive. So if like on the heel scale, it's like a 3.
But on the Japanese heel scale, it might be higher.
I don't know if there's another. Does anyone else shake hands anymore? You gotta remember, I haven't watched since 1997, so you need to catch me up for the last 30 years.
They lock up Shirai and
I think she's the that's Ayumi Kurihara or
Kurihara, I think.
Yeah.
They begin exchanging serious forearms with each other. And stepping aside, very cute move. The champions exacting a bit of revenge there, ducking underneath. The lariat dropkick sends Io Shirai down.
Nice dropkick. Being confident, she should. She's got the belt. And she's taller than Io Shirai, which includes the other 8 billion people on the planet.
Very nearly, yes.
And not happy with the hairstyle, it appears.
I guess we're in agreement. Whipped across, vaulting up is Shirai. Didn't really do much, and now trapped.
Good.
And Kana knocked off the apron.
I don't know why she didn't leave her in the trio woe. She could have had her tag team partner do some damage.
I guess it would be because we're going to get this high-flying, crazy spot.
Yeah, I'm glad it's spontaneous.
You can tell by the 3 of the others standing there.
Oh, I remember Nitro from 1997.
Oh, did she hurt her leg coming down? Certainly grasping at that knee.
Storyline alert. So that's the Shine segment of the match is concluded, it appears, where the good guys look good for a little while. And now the invaders are taking over. She does have it taped up, so...
Thank God for the magic spray.
Hey, chat, Twitch chat, how are we looking out there? Is the glitchiness still there? We're trying to do some technical stuff on our end, so your viewing experience is enhanced. Thank you, Michael.
So if Michael is wrong, he believes it is fixed.
Yes.
It's he who is lying to you, not us.
You guys all have the opportunity to prove Michael wrong by responding in the chat, whether it's still glitchy or not.
Or you can let us know later.
Ooh, nice job. And
nice.
Overshot everybody. Glad everyone adjusted for that, except no one did.
Yeah. If you'd like to tell us if the Twitch stream continued to have a problem, you can always do so by dropping us a line at thewrestlingscene@hotmail.com, or even visit us at the website and tell us, my gosh, what happened there at thewrestlingscene.com.
This show is for you. You need to contact us. We need feedback so we know we're doing the right thing, because gosh darn it, we're like babes in the woods with this whole Japanese wrestling on cable thing.
Yeah. We barely have 30 years of experience at this stage. Not quite, right? Not quite.
Mere pups. We have 25.
25.
No, yeah, 25.
27 for me, 25 for you. Yeah.
Correct. A quarter century of, well, shows. Let's not overstate it.
I think we could stay more than that and be fair, but we'll leave it at shows.
I have told my son that I have signed autographs related to this show. He doesn't believe me.
It is absolutely true, to the point of absurdity, at least.
Is there another point that it would be that involved us signing autographs?
I guess you make a point there. I'm not sure it's a good point. Not a very friendly one, Dan. But
well, I mean, at the risk of being, ouch! That boot was underneath Kana's chin on one of those. That was scraping.
If we can keep this up, get it back on the channel, maybe we can do it. Can you imagine how embarrassed he would be if that happened?
He is already embarrassed because I have the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And so they look it up and go, "What's your dad's podcast?" And if you're interested in podcasts about the history of Japanese professional wrestling, check out anywhere podcasts are found. DG, Dan Ginnity's Puroresu Wrestling Academy.
Kana in now, goes to knee. Yeah, we're still favoring that right knee there. Series of kicks to the shoulder. It looks like a bulldog, and well sort of a bulldog anyway.
That was at least on the chin.
Yeah.
And I like they weren't kicks to the face.
Io didn't extend far enough and got caught into one of her own.
That
Basically
was nice.
A cutter.
Yeah, a diamond cutter. And the camera angle was perfect, so we didn't have to see it absolutely 100% properly applied. Nicely done. Not my favorite. I don't like the somersault roll out of what is essentially a quasi-DDT. I prefer the plant version.
Yep.
Because I feel the somersaulters bail from the move way too early.
I think it loses a degree of credibility when you add athleticism into getting your head smashed.
Yeah, it's the point. That's the, what do they call that? The reverse Russian leg sweep?
Yes.
Trying to keep up with all these newfangled maneuvers these days. It is
nice bridging.
Finish-o-mania here. This is quite a departure for me. Most of the matches I've been covering lately are All Japan television episodes from 1977. Slightly different.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Oh, can she pull it off? No.
Nope,
little
not
early.
Yet. Flips
Nice
back
flip.
though, got out of there. Lifts the knee, sends her face first into the mat, but she's not that badly hurt. She's able to grab a hold of her before Shirai can get to the corner and tag in Kana.
Kana's waiting for that hot tag, but let's see. If she gets thrown back, maybe we've got something here. She almost had it. We're going back to
Rolling behind and trying to take her down, but not strong enough due to the size difference. Little kick to the side of the head, and now a couple of quick stompy sort of kicks. Comes in, knocks Kana down on the apron. It's basically been her dominating the match. Her partner finally up in the corner.
Yoshiko Tamura is the one in the ring right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tamura is in the ring, coming across, forward smash, or, forearm smash, knocks Kana down again, and
that was a good-looking limp.
Yeah, it sure was. Into the corner, sidestepping it is Io Shirai. Nice little kick
up and
outside
over.
the rope, up and over. We know it's all about Tamura right now because her partner remains injured. Finally tagging in Kana after doing a little bit of damage. And here come the series of stiff kicks from Kana. Big right forearm. Series of kicks now from Tamura.
I don't think Tamura's going to have a lot of luck here because Kana's got a lot more gas in the tank.
Yep. She also has the sharper strikes, if not the more powerful ones.
And she's heavier and stronger. Ooh, I like it.
Ducking that was a big deal. Series of strikes by Kana. Goes for the back elbow. Kick sent down. Very nice defensive work by both combatants. That one landed nice in the solar plexus.
So that's a win. Test of styles. It's kind of a shining wizard to the chest area. And
well, the one thing we clearly can see is the speed, at least between these three, is all on Kana and Io's side.
Agreed.
But the power alternate.
Yep. And they're wrestling as champs. They don't have to do as much.
That's true. Need to hold on and get out of there with at least a draw. Reverse neck breaker by Kana. Going for what is a lazy and absolutely uninspired cover, I would say. I don't think anyone believed that was a 3 count, not even Kana.
I'm convinced that she wasn't covering for a pin, just covering to buy time till she came up with what she wanted to do next. Tamura ducks this lariat and the neck breaker. Hey, Rob's here.
Kurihara comes in.
Welcome, Rob.
And this looks like a double teaming suplex. No, swinging through it is Kana. Might not be happy she did. Slam down.
Now going to keep Io Shirai out of the action. Not like she could do much.
Oh, face planting there.
That's the Mick Foley DDT, no?
Yes.
Like a spike DDT.
And as Rob is now with us, I wonder if he knows if it's Kurihara.
Ayumi Kurihara.
Ayumi?
Yeah.
And Tamura sitting
I
down
like
there
that.
too. Ooh. Save made it the very last instant by Io. Thank God for those hiccups on the 3rd count, huh?
She's getting ready to jump up and over.
I don't think this is a wise
I don't think
move.
she's going to be able to run with that bad leg. All right,
Well, she gets a little bit of a slide kick, gets off it, but
only has to push off, and she pushes off the other leg too.
Yes, yep.
She only took one stride with the bad leg. Oh, spinning back kick. Nicely delivered by Kana.
and that's part of Kana's big moveset. Her strikes are really good. Oh, good work.
Yeah, double knee breaker a la Kenta.
Is Kurihara coming across the... Oh, that was a bad idea.
Good timing by Io.
Yep. Oh, and immediately going to that injured leg is Kana. Well done. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
From a storyline point of view, there are like 800 things you can do to this girl's knee and have it make sense and have the fans engaged. The storyline, this chapter can go as long as you want it to go because it all makes sense.
So Io is clearly keeping Tamura out of the match at this point. Now that we're seeing that, but while Kana has Kurihara, and
Has a
Kurihara
heel lock
makes
on her.
the ropes that'll be broken, but much of the damage has been done to what was already damaged. So
that is true. I mean, it's still a hurt knee.
Yeah.
And with her going for the heel lock, that hurts a different part of the leg.
Right.
It doesn't put pressure on the knee as far as I know. Oh, I like that. Spinning high kick. Double knee to the chest.
And that she has got to maybe rethink what she's going to use as her her striking part right now, I would think. Second time she's gone with the knees to do it. I'm not sure it's the wisest thing. Kana plants her down. There's a bit of a cut there in the match, Dan, I believe.
A little bit of an edit. Could be a technical difficulty. Here's Samurai TV.
Moonsault press. Another beautiful roll into the cover by Io.
And Kana did break up the interference attempt, but it didn't matter.
Well, if nothing else, Kurihara has some energy left.
Is this going to be the flip over like what the Samoans do? Nope. Wow.
No, this is going to be crazy. She is the genius of the sky, after all.
She is.
Save
I don't
by
know.
Tamura.
Hey.
Very tight.
Come on, ref.
Biggest thing that happened there is the ref might have been virtually driven from the ring by the slide over.
All right. The challenging team is definitely in the advantage right now.
Oh, fighting it off. It's Kurihara. And Tamura comes in with a lariat. Oh, look at that.
She's not going to lock it in. She can't. Because she can't get any force on that leg. She tried to scoot over and her leg gave out on her.
Yeah, she can't even really rotate well enough to get herself in a good position.
Agreed.
Strikes, they're exchanging. And even your base here is affected by that. Right, so you're not able to throw the same force into it. And Io standing tall against her. The champion's reign is seriously being threatened here. Drop kick to the back of the leg just above the knee, but even so. And she agrees she's smart. Tamura follows her over.
Oh, Vader splash. Oh, no.
Oh, hello.
I love it. The timing is excellent. Good job.
Timing is really excellent.
Nice job, ladies. What I liked about Shirai there is that it looked like she was going to go for an arm twist, but it was just to get behind her opponent so she could drop kick the back of her knee.
Yep.
And that's why she was pointing to her head. Like, she knows what to do.
That was unfortunate. Drop kick sends Io down,
that
comes
could be
to
it.
cover, two, kicking out is Io Shirai. Unfortunately for her, she got kicked by her partner there for a minute, as Kana kicked her as, I believe it was Kurihara, got out of the way, sidestepped it. This is a bad place to be. That is what you want to do, ducking underneath. Kana with a German suplex sends her over, and now it's going to be the Kurihara beating time. Oh!
She didn't bang her head, so now what was that for?
Well, we're back to going up high from Io.
Well, what else she's going to do? She's the smallest of everybody, so she needs gravity to assist her in the concussive force of her
I don't know,
moves.
is she about to be defying gravity, Dan? What a wicked somersault kick to the head.
Did she get it? No. It reminds me of Harlem Heat's move.
Yes.
Almost like a scissor kick to the back of the head. From the top rope, though. That's crazy.
For all you Broadway musical fans, I hope you caught that reference. Defying gravity followed by wicked. The Great Riki's on fire here, and you're not even realizing
that
it,
movie.
Dan.
Honestly,
it applied.
Enough. Once I saw a wizard school with a wizard wheeling around in a wheelchair, I said, all right, relax a little bit. Pump the brakes, please. Just pump the brakes. That's all I'm asking. I get it. I get the message. You don't have to hit me over the head with it, please. Because the dynamic between the two of them is the real story.
Right.
And the sister being involved, don't care. It's really between those two, and of course, Grandmaster as the powerful Oz is the best part.
Yes. Oh boy! Oh!
Are those Death Valley drivers or
like almost an Emerald Frozen, right?
Yeah.
That kind of a thing.
It's been a while. Uh-oh! I don't like this. This doesn't look good for Shirai.
Leg is still bothering her though.
Air raid crash. Thank you, Rob.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Air raid crash, and she goes for the cover. Two, kicking out barely is Io.
That is frustrating for Ayumi.
Rob's going to make us look good. He's going to be feeding us all the move names while we sit here and pretend we know it. And there's the cover!
Well deserved.
And the champions hang on to the belt despite my wishes otherwise. In 22 minutes and 39 seconds, your winners Ayumi, Kurihara, and
Yoshiko Tamura.
Thank you, Dan.
Still Neo champions.
Yes, there you go. Pretty solid match.
Nifty match. Their combined age between all four of them is roughly 9, so they did a good job. I'm used to a little bit more of connective tissue between the moves.
I'm actually thrilled, as I think about it, that their collective age is older than me.
No.
This isn't early All Japan women, in which case there would be no guarantee.
It'd be too close.
But yes, pretty. Yeah, I agree. There's
high upside to everybody in the ring there.
Yep.
Even Yoshiko Tamura, she played kind of the badass, tough girl, the heavyweight of the group.
Yes.
And everyone else we already like. So you could see the sky's the limit for all of them. A lot of raw talent.
Yep.
And I would just like to see a little bit more connective tissue between disparate moves to help tell a story instead of like a greatest hits album.
Which I can tell you is something EO does to a degree now, and something which Kana does brilliantly.
Yep.
As Asuka, it's one of her biggest strengths, is really knowing how to put together and construct those quieter moments of the match to make it actually be cohesive and flow more like a real competition.
Yep. And in your quieter moments, you know what you could do? You could send us an email at thewrestlingscene@hotmail.com. Or you could visit our website at thewrestlingscene.com. And we're on TikTok we're not on TikTok.
We're somewhere. We're on Twitch.
Oh yeah, we're on Twitch. Hey Rob.
Jason Caminiti's favorite app.
That's accurate, but that's hurtful.
It's accurate. I'm here to purvey the truth.
Jason, you know this show isn't scripted. If I had known this, it would have never made it through read-through.
Right. Never have made it through read-through without some addendums to make it worse.
Yeah. Or meaner.
Yes. So
what's going on, Manly?
What's going on for our next match, Dan? Want to talk a little bit about that one?
We can talk a little bit about it. Which one is it? Is it the 1996 one, Michael? Or is it Super Tiger?
It is Super Tiger.
Super Tiger.
So, 1984, Satoru Sayama, you know him, you love him, you can't live without him, the original Tiger Mask. He quits New Japan because of a number of reasons, almost all of the reasons money related, unmasks, gets married, and retires, quote, retires. And he comes back, but he comes back to the UWF promotion in July of 1984, and he wants his own style, his own brand of fighting, as opposed to what Maeda wants. They're both different flavors of a quasi-shoot style.
Yeah.
So there's some struggling amongst the leaders of the promotion in regards to that, but Yoshiaki Fujiwara has no problem going toe-to-toe with Satoru Sayama here as Super Tiger. He can no longer use the Tiger Mask name. The rights to that name have been bought by Nippon TV or Baba, and Mitsuharu Masawa is now using that gimmick as the new Tiger Mask.
Second Tiger Mask.
Yeah, second Tiger Mask. So he's called Super Tiger. He's still Satoru Sayama. He's still fast. And now it's even more shooty, which is right up his alley. He would go on to form a promotion called Shuto, where it was focused more on kickboxing and submission moves, that kind of thing.
Now, is Fujiwara Go already a thing at this point?
Now, Fujiwara Gumi starts in 1991 after UWF 2.0 collapses, and Maeda goes his own way, forms Ring.
Yep.
Fujiwara goes and forms Fujiwara Gumi. Takada goes and forms UWFI. And I feel like I'm missing something else, but I don't think I am. I think it splits into 3 different shoot-style promotions. Fujiwara Gumi lasts on its own for almost 2 years. They kind of work with War or SWS, but not really. It didn't work out. And Takada ran UWFI till 1996, and Rings ran to 2001 with Maeda.
Yes, yep. And it was one of the first, it wasn't real. I don't think it was one of, I guess, the inspirations or the catalyst for what would become some of the mixed martial arts stuff.
Yes. These are all mixed
yeah.
martial arts related, which came from Inoki in the 70s, wrestling against judo champions, karate champions, that kind of thing. And it would obviously move forward. The gimmick or the whole pretense of UWF existing was we're real fighters, not the quote fake fighters.
Right.
Which is interesting if you know that in 1984, after the big blow up with Anton Heisink, where it's discovered that Antonio Inoki is embezzling proceeds from New Japan Pro Wrestling to fund outside business ventures, which causes Inoki to leave and all this other stuff. He tells Maeda to go form the UWF, go ahead, because he thought he would be able to control it and get them on TV, and he would have a second promotion, which means on a different TV channel, or a second show, which means more money from production costs, which comes into the coffers of the promotion. So Inoki was all for the forming of the UWF, if you are to believe Akira Maeda's interview in Japanese Playboy magazine. It was something that Inoki was fine with. So it wasn't like they were really competing. It was more of Inoki trying to spread out his influence.
Well, and that based on what we know about Inoki's business sense, aside from some of his magical moments, if you will, he got how you could have these things in opposition and yet still have them lingering just outside of each other. So then you have the big payoff. And you know, part of that, I think, aside from him having a real business sense in that way for the business and how to create these kind of things, again, necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
When he starts New Japan Pro Wrestling, he doesn't have access to as many of the huge American stars who are tied with Baba and All Japan. So he comes up with other ideas. How do we do this? We do this other thing. We do more of this shoot style. Oh my God, look at how different they are than us. Other than any time there's a really big show, we're going to pull them in here and they're going to suddenly remember who they are.
Yeah.
And yes, it's interesting to see how all that develops. Because one of the things you did see a lot of the times in the 80s, and then even going further, is if someone did an offshoot, a lot of times, aside from the women's game or the small guys who had to do their own flippy-floppy stuff, right? You were seeing guys who were always trying to promote the idea that what we're doing is stiffer, more legit than what you guys are doing. The strong style isn't all that strong type of theory.
Yeah, you always have to separate yourself from the other guys to say, look at us because we're different than the establishment, the established promotion, and that's what the UWF did. And,
also, look at us. We don't have Antonio Inoki, which is part of it too. I mean, if you don't have the real big name stars, you create your name in other ways, or you create the
if you don't have the
buzz.
If you don't have the star, you sell the style. So they sold the style, and we're going to get to see an example of that coming up any second now. It is Satoru Sayama named Super Tiger versus Yoshiaki Fujiwara. Let's take a look.
Fujiwara, he had the arm bar, Dan.
Yep. Now there's Fujiwara in his mask, traditional mask, and he's got his coat on. And,
Sayama. Not Fujiwara. I don't know if you were kidding or you screwed up.
No, I was doing it on purpose.
Okay, good.
Because they look so different.
Because that is Fujiwara from beginning to end of the universe, right about there. Very traditional, the black trunks, black boots.
He is one of the better, they don't call them stiff style wrestlers, submission style wrestlers. Him and Karl Gotch got along really well. He was one of Karl Gotch's best students, Karl Gotch being a trainer for JWA in the 60s. And, well, that's Fujiwara for you.
Size advantage clearly to Fujiwara.
Yes.
I think the speed advantage, I'm going to go out on a limb.
We're going to call it a draw. It's a wash.
Call it a draw. I believe that Sayama is faster than him when he's sleeping.
So we haven't had a UWF style match on the show yet.
Not at least in the relaunch.
No.
There might have been something back among the
sure
6,000 ones. We must have.
All right.
And Rob's about to tell us what. But
no, Rob's fine.
no, he'll know.
Oh, fantastic. If you're a follower of the Toukon Retsuden Facebook page, and gosh darn it, why aren't you? Rob's giving a little teaser on one of the match of the day, Pearl match of the days coming up will be a UWF match from 1988. Coming up in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that.
And then, by the way, the other factor, Dan, here is
Oh,
I'm going to give
geez.
Fujiwara the power advantage in this.
Strength advantage, Fujiwara. Oh, he almost came through. And I believe
wrist lock right off the bat.
Fujiwara might have been the winner of the first Carl Gotch Cup, which was kind of like the Young Lions Cup or Young Lions tournament, but it was held in 1974. I believe he won in 74. Maybe Ozawa, if I didn't have Twitch up.
Now, was Fujiwara competing, boy, geez, into the mid-90s here and there, right?
Fujiwara Gumi ran to 93, and then he would come back to New Japan, show up on a couple of shows. He would have a match in Inoki's World Peace Festival, June 1st, 1996. I think he wrestled Dan Severn.
That sounds right.
As an exhibition, I expect. But he was viable to 93, so he had a 25-year career or so.
Yeah, I think he hung on after that, even on occasional tag matches here and there somewhere on the card.
Yeah.
Always being more of a believable than many of the guys who exist on spit spots alone.
If Joe Rogan and I were still on good terms, I would send him some of these tapes because there are a lot of elements of actual shoot fighting UWF style wrestling here that are being utilized. There's a cut.
Yep.
Well, it was like a 29-minute match, so what are you going to do? Oh, my goodness.
Again, the power advantage is clearly Fujiwara by a mile. Goes to that front face lock out of that. Now, does he have the arm?
He's got the head or the neck. He may have the arm tied up with it.
Yeah.
Cameraman isn't moving. There he goes.
There it is.
He's got it now.
I wonder, what would you call that kind of an arm lock? Almost there.
Almost a Fujiwara. Now he's trying for a key lock, which really will mess him up if he gets it locked in. Right now he's just holding the wrist, and he's got it kind of like his arm snake through. It essentially traps Sayama's wrist above his head. Takes one limb. Now he's only got 3 left to work with.
Just about to the ropes, and that should be enough for the ref to break it.
I don't think they did the rope break point system like they did in UWF 2.0, where you got, I want to say it's 5, and if you got to the 5th rope break, the match ended. So that hadn't been developed yet, not in the first UWF iteration.
Now, would you lose if you had to have it break the
Correct.
5th time?
If you end up grabbing the ropes the 5th time, then you're disqualified because you couldn't. I mean, it's the end of the match.
Oh, tries to do a knee lift off the missed
Ouch.
kick. Oh, brought down by Fujiwara after a reverse atomic drop.
Yeah, and this all makes sense then in the beginning of the match. Fujiwara's smart, and he's going to say, my strength is never going to be higher than it is right now. I'm going to manhandle this guy as much as I can until I run out of gas, because I won't be able to do it 20 minutes in. I can do it in the first 10.
Not only that, anything I do in the first 10 minutes that might slow him down then works to my advantage.
Agreed.
Because Super Tiger is... that kick immediately caused a problem for Fujiwara. Second, a series of them now to the leg, and Fujiwara goes down. Super Tiger immediately grabbing the leg, bringing him in. Single leg...
Just a single leg lock.
Single leg lock, yeah.
Or a knee lock. And Fujiwara doesn't want to... Hey, there's another cut.
You can tell because they were laying down, and then they were standing.
Don't give away our secrets.
Okay.
All right, now just some
Series of
clovering.
strikes. The body strikes were looking more effective initially, and he's got a few of them in there.
Is he just going to punch the shoulder like you do in that circle game? Oh, he's. I think it's more like palm thrust, to be honest. It's more like the base.
Oh, a knee lift. Fujiwara now trying to control the legs, but still getting hit by a series of knee lifts, and now the kicks.
That was a good one.
From Super Tiger. Again, anytime Sayama can start using his speed on him, it is a bad day for Fujiwara.
Fujiwara, cross-arm breaker, not going to happen. Fujiwara's hurt, but he's not unconscious, so he's able to block this maneuver. And I don't think Sayama's got the strength to break it. He'll try, but I think he'll just roll
Rolling
over into
Now,
it.
Here's the question of, can he get him in a pinning combination? Or it looks like all of a sudden Fujiwara may have the advantage on the arms.
Yeah, once he rotates his body, it's up, he's up on one knee, so all the advantage is now on Fujiwara. He's got Sayama tied up right now.
Question is, is he going to lift him up off the canvas? He doesn't really need to. And goes back in now to an ankle lock.
Yep. Oh, interesting. Nifty little move there by Sayama. Now he goes to the other leg.
And Sayama reaches the ropes. So the ref will have to break this. And you can see Fujiwara a little frustrated by that. And not exactly breaking the hold immediately. Or perhaps this week. Again, that's the strength. That is the key to Fujiwara's match here, is slowing down and possibly eliminating some of the mobility of Sayama. Super Tiger guy.
Working the legs of Sayama is always a good investment for the future, because a lot of what Sayama can do is based off of its quickness. If you had to take the kicks or the strikes from Sayama, I would take strikes every time.
Yep.
So working the legs makes sense to me.
Particularly if you've damaged the legs there by giving him less of a foundation as he throws them. Still a good solid kick though. This low snap kick. Oh, that one looked like it got up to the chest area,
Yeah.
maybe even a little higher as Fujiwara knelt into it.
It looked like he tried to bring his arm up, but the leg just slipped right above the arm and hit him. Now this is nice. This gives Sayama an instant out anytime he's in trouble. He can just kick for that left knee and Fujiwara's going to go down. So this gives Fujiwara an opportunity to do all kinds of crazy stuff until, the momentum goes one way or the other and Sayama can go, all right, enough of that, and just kick that one leg and we'll be back to a reset.
Here's where the strength and groundwork of Fujiwara is going to come to his advantage. If he can get Sayama down here and keep him here, he has a real decent chance of winning this match.
There is enough space there. It's not a full-blown choke, but he does have Sayama tied up pretty well.
Sayama might argue with you, Dan, although he did get out of it, so there's proof in what you said.
I think this one's tighter.
Yes, it certainly is.
So this should probably force Sayama to start swinging his hips to get his body twisted around to hopefully get some momentum or some leverage so he can get out of this move, because this move, I don't even know what he's
Does
doing
almost the striping pattern along almost the jawline, does it actually say Super Tiger?
His name is Super Tiger in this promotion at this time.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it would be on his tights or on
It looks like there's...
on the mask.
On the mask itself, right where along the lining of on the other side where it says or where the fur is.
Gotcha.
Somewhere there you go.
Super Tiger.
Yep, there you go.
Just in case you were curious, and you can get actual Super Tiger masks at Toukon if you're in Japan, Tokyo. They sell them there.
I guess I gotta go then.
Well, enjoy. Have a good trip.
Yeah, Dan, Michael get me one.
We already looked. It's 25 minutes by car from where he's going to be. That's a long car ride. Unless you bring your own car.
I hope that doesn't get heard.
You can expense me some wrestling magazines for like 1962 so I can work on my podcast. Oh, he's playing possum. Don't believe him, Yoshiaki Fujiwara. He's crafty.
Yeah, that distance is going to work to Sayama's advantage.
Yes, and
Every
all of
time.
this delaying is going to help him too.
Yep.
This match is in December, and they're sweating buckets.
Yeah. I figure.
So
Do you
you
know where they are?
Well, it looks like they're in a wrestling ring, but don't hold me to that.
Thank you, Dan, because I was not uncertain of that. I thought it might have been
All right, I'm going to engage
a ballroom of some type.
Let's see.
If not, in fact, a rose garden.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
I never promised you a damn thing.
Nice. What the heck? That's annoying. They don't tell me. That's all right.
Fujiwara with that arm trapped and working the chin.
Oh, he's going for... Oh, he's got both of them behind him.
Mm-hmm. Hear the crowd chanting Tiger.
He's going for that. He's going for the cross-face chicken wing.
Yeah.
The move popularized by Bob Backlund, who would wrestle a couple matches for the UWF 2.0 iteration.
A man who is just pure charisma.
Yep. Who doesn't like? Everyone likes Bob Backlund. Unfailingly nice feller. Ooh, big kick to the back of the leg. And again, that's his one out. That's Super Tiger's binky in this match. Is the left, behind the left knee of Yoshiaki Fujiwara. He's already got it softened up. So at any point.
His kick is off the lead leg to the lead leg. He has it whenever he wants. There's virtually no defense other than being not there.
Yep. In case of emergency, break glass.
Yeah, because here's the deal, and I don't know if people realize that. If you block most kicks with your forearm, that's a bad choice.
Yeah, it's not going to work out for you. Your forearm will definitely break. Well, it won't definitely break, but it's much more likely to break. All right, so he's trying to get, he's got a head scissors or a body scissors. He's got one arm.
Nice work there by Sayama turning that around.
That is actually, that's very painful.
Got his ankles crossed around the head and keeping the arm trapped on Fujiwara. Not sure exactly how you twist yourself that quickly that way, but then I'm not Satoru Sayama.
Yeah, and no one else is. He can do things that don't make sense. All right. And Yoshiaki Fujiwara is just happy not to be getting twisted into knots right now.
But again, the one of those advantages that lasts throughout any match is if you are bigger and heavier, both of those things maintain there. Now, they may work to your advantage or disadvantage at different points, but while you're there, they're going to be present for you anyway.
Yep, it's always there, and that helps out. This is, oh, you know what? I should have looked at the floor, but this match never goes to the floor. If we could see the floor, we would know instantly this is Korakuen Hall.
That's what I was thinking just from the overall look, but...
Yeah, but we didn't want to guess, so we looked it up to make sure everyone knew for sure it was part of their UWF year-end special. It was the 10th event of that tour. And this is a death match, so one of them will die at the end of this. I guess we should have led with that.
Yeah, maybe. Out of curiosity, Dan, date, what was the month and day?
December 5th, 1984.
Yep. That makes perfect sense. Is this the final match of the tour?
It is the main event of the evening. I don't know if it's the final, but get this, Korakuen Hall. I don't know if this is before the restructuring, but I've seen this before, $32.50. So there may be padded a bit, but they're trying to tell you that this is a standing room only, real deal sellout. Hopefully the fire marshal doesn't come in, because they're claiming they got 3,200 tickets sold for Korakuen Hall.
I guess it would come down to, did the new Korakuen Hall, the restructuring, add tickets or take them away?
Take them away.
Yeah,
Take them away. I thought it dropped it down like 28.
That sounds about right. Maybe even less than that. Fujiwara.
I think this was the main event of the final show of the year.
That made sense to me being December 5th, because a lot of times, except for the huge promotions, we'll try and run a few little things like the Super Tag League or whatever. The Real World Tag League, is that?
Real World Tag League in All Japan.
Yep.
Super Grade Tag League in New Japan.
They'll run maybe to the middle of December, I think, is when they used to run.
Ooh, knees to the
But
head.
a lot of these guys, this is about it until your January 4th show at Korakuen.
Correct. Yep.
Oh, nice
suplex
job with the suplex and rolling over.
A little sloppy. No one's in a position to even pin anybody, and Super Tiger's not even trying.
Nope.
He's just trying to stay on top.
That arm up. You know, we haven't done a Tiger Mask 1. You know what we've never done?
What's
Just
that?
occurred to me. An all Tiger Mask episode.
We didn't?
No.
Not even with like Dynamite Kid. I thought we covered that whole.
Well, we
feud
might
in
have
one
done
episode.
something like that, but I'm talking about all 4 Tiger masks being represented.
All flavors of Tiger Mask. Wow,
That'd
that's
be
a
kind of
fun.
interesting.
That's a fun thematic show.
It sure is. A lot of stripes.
Wonder how we could work Curry Man into that. I gotta think somewhere in '95 we could probably find something.
You can also just have a GIF of Curry Man going across whenever we want.
It's not the same. Oh, Fujiwara now is starting to take over. He's using his weight advantage, and he also has a lot of skill, by the way.
Yes.
As Sayama is discovering, being trapped in this single leg crab. And realistically, Fujiwara could just sit on this guy till the time's out.
Yep.
Too big, too strong, and he's got him tied up.
And again, his real strength, Fujiwara's real strength, is the ground game.
Yes.
And the holds and the, and all that kind of stuff. Along with obviously some striking prowess.
He's got regular strikes a little bit, and the kicking is kind of pedestrian, more like pro wrestling style. Not like that.
Not like that.
Oh, right on the noggin.
I'm going to tell you that fast twitch guys, you can't train it. You can train into it to a degree, but you can't train some of what he does. That same kind of kick, the other guy does the jumping, standing back kick thing is Mudo.
Yeah.
And you can't do it unless you're gifted that way.
You know who else had that? Kia. Kia would do that where he would jump to the side of you and he would flip, he'd jump straight up and kick one leg out behind him and whack you on the side of the head with the lower part of his leg. And him being a full-blown heavyweight, that's like getting hit with a log.
Yep. Oh, we have a new IWGP heavyweight champion from what I understand.
Is it a Japanese guy at least?
It is.
Oh, who is it?
Rob's going to tell us.
Hold on.
His name escapes me at the moment.
You know, I should know.
No, actually, he beat Okada. I believe he beat Okada. And I can't remember if that was for the actual GP title or another one.
Rob will let us know shortly. Susudio?
No, it's got nothing to do with Phil Collins.
Sonata? I don't know people's real names. All right, Sam is in tough shape here. He's just turtling at this point. Totally defensive position.
Again, his game's going to come if he can get some separation here, use those kicks, use that quickness to avoid some of what Fujiwara is doing to him right now. Well, there's a good little kick again on the knee there.
He escaped, but he's not in good shape. He's taking advantage of Fujiwara being on the ground, doing a little bit of damage, but his best idea is to recover, get some space between the two of them.
Oh.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you weren't already aware, one of the two of us has recently celebrated a birthday.
Who?
That would be you.
Oh, yes.
The great Riki's birthday was a mere couple days ago.
I think 3 days ago now. It's the 17th, right?
It is the 17th now.
3 days ago.
The Ides of October.
Close enough.
So,
Yeah.
everybody on the chat here, please wish the great Riki a happy birthday.
Did Rob remind you?
No.
Or did you just happen to
I
remember?
think it's Michael.
Oh, knee drop. Straight to the Oh, boy.
Oh, he got up and said, all right, did it have to be that hard? That is brutal.
Oh, serious. Now, that will take away some of your strength in the sense that being unconscious, it's hard to be tough. Spinning kick. No, it's Fujiwara is just bailing out right now, trying to find a means of survival while he's getting a clubbering delivered to him.
Oh, Konosuke Takashita is the new IWGP
Yes,
World
Takashita.
Heavyweight Championship after having defeated Zack Sabre Jr. at the King of Pro Wrestling 2025 tournament match. Takashita also won the G1 Climax for this year, and the G1 Climax winner traditionally is in line for a title shot soon after. I think for a while they actually gave them like a briefcase and they played that whole WWF Money in the Bank type
Nonsense,
deal.
you mean?
Foolishness.
Oh!
Spinning back kick. Now these kicks are not as stiff as they were 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, but still do damage.
Well, and after those knee drops to the back of the head, this is what Sayama Super Tiger needed was a way of getting it so he could do some strikes, get off the mat,
Oh,
and
wow.
timber.
That flexibility and that fast twitch muscle fibers, all you can do is find someone with it and show them how to do things. And they'll get a little bit smoother, but they'll never get faster. It starts fast, and nobody can copy it.
Though I will tell you, and we're talking about my birthday, if you haven't done stuff that you used to do that required some sort of fast twitch muscles, not that I was ever exactly Satoru Sayama, but you give about 10, 15 years where you don't do something where you find out afterwards it's not there anymore, and you really have to train it back to something.
Yep, no one gets faster as they get older. You just get older.
No one gets faster without the use of steroids as you get older. You just get older.
True. Luckily, if I do anything, it's playing basketball with my son out in the yard. And you can always shoot, much to his chagrin. He used to not cover me in the three-point circle. He says, you can shoot all you want from there. That did not last long. And he hated the way I shot because I shoot like Larry Bird off to the side a little bit. But guess how he shoots now?
Off to the side a little bit.
That's right. And he wouldn't listen to me. He said anyone that played in the, anything up to the 2000s, all they did was play against plumbers. But through YouTube, he's now learned a bit of a lesson.
But you know what they were, Dan?
What were they?
The 400 best plumbers in the world, not the 6,000 best, or however many. The point is.
And the fact that they needed a job had nothing to do with their skill level. It had everything to do with the amount of money generated by the sport at the time because of cable not existing, television on sports wasn't really developed. It had nothing to do with skill level.
There is no video of Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game.
No. The best you have is a partial radio broadcast. All right, Fujiwara looks pretty strong here. I think he's gonna be dominating the rest of this match based on his motions.
I believe his motions, he's using sign language between he and the ref. I believe that was, can I please have a pillow?
Yeah. I think this is him playing possum. Obviously, Fujiwara playing possum, hoping Sayama gets close enough for him to kick him in the knee.
There you go.
Look at me, I called it. And look at how he takes advantage of that one kick. As in, not at all. He meant for this to happen. All right, if this is a death match, I don't know how this match ends, but I might want to start asking Fujiwara if he wants to keep having fun tonight. I don't really know what the rules of this match are, but it doesn't look like Fujiwara's in good shape. And the crowd, that reserved Japanese crowd is screaming right now for Fujiwara to do something.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, while we're talking about taking away the base of Sayama's speed of those kicks and the repeated ones to the leg just took Fujiwara's base away from him entirely, and that's where you get to this situation. And now it's not so much his base that's being taken away, it's his face.
His consciousness.
Yes.
Rob offers you a hearty happy birthday.
Why, thank you, Robin. I want to thank you. I don't think we've had an opportunity yet, or we haven't done it enough, how much you have kept the flame alive of Toukon Retsuden with all the work you do. And it is inspiring to us and makes us think, maybe.
That is the end of your match.
There it is.
So now we know how a death match ends in 27
your winner by
minutes.
knockout in 27 minutes and 19 seconds, the Super Tiger. And the other thing we know is if our director were going to choose to turn off the lights so they weren't in our eyes, maybe the first 15, 20, 22 minutes of the match would be when to do it.
That's all right.
Then you come back in afterwards and turn them on for the last couple minutes. But, Mike is... Well, I got to tell you something. Mike is a wonderful guy, and we cannot thank him enough for the work he's done on this show.
Yeah, out of all the producers we've had of Toukon Retsuden in over 25, 27 years, Michael's definitely one of them.
He's absolutely one.
There's no doubt about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that at all.
I would say he's one of the best 5.
Easily.
You know what I'm not sure of?
What's that?
If we've had 5.
That's a good point. You know what I'm not sure of? How much
time we have left, 'cause we're not
before the
seeing
next
it.
match, because
Yeah.
the laptop isn't showing anything. This,
Remember how we said he was one of them?
this is why we're on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we're not on YouTube.
Oh,
Hi,
that was
Michael.
great. No, that was even
camera
better
shot.
because we got Mike in the screen.
Igor himself.
Oh my god.
Oh, Igor, come on now. I was thinking more, who's
Don't
that
mind
guy
that, Ray.
in
This is-
France?
This will all be edited out, so the only people who get to enjoy Mike working on our technical issues are the people watching the stream on Twitch right now. And
So,
that's
Mike,
Rob.
since that's the case, lean in
See,
and
Rob,
wave
you're
to
seeing
everyone.
everything happen. This is mass hysteria. Don't do that. We're trying to sell this show.
I told him to do it.
Gosh darn it.
Now we're going to act as if
So
none
now
of
we're
that
going to lose our
happened.
sponsors, Pure Gummy.
Pure gummy and
Get a good look
more
at that.
pure gummies. Those are the grape ones. These are the pineapple.
That's a lemon.
That's a lemon. That is
What's
a lemon?
happening? Oh, you have your glasses.
I have my
Never mind.
glasses on. I knew it was yellow. That's all I had left
It's a
to look at.
rutabaga.
And then there's these. These
You can have
these
those.
ones have Pokemon.
Oh, look
By
at
the
it
way,
says this guy.
do you know Pokemon is as big as it's ever been as a card game in the United States?
So I've heard those machines are ridiculous.
They were not only that, the most impossible thing to do when playing Pokemon right now, virtually impossible, is to get product. The stores get allocated a ton down. People just can't get it, which is a shame.
You can't get these.
You can't get these.
I've
Give
seen
me these
multiple
knives.
videos of the vending machines
Yep.
with the Toukon product, and somebody will come there with a lot of money and just keep hitting, and ordering, like emptying out the machine. Thousands of dollars.
The thing is, and they're proving it, you've got to catch them all. Good old pocket monsters. In fact, because, and I think it's clear, who doesn't? In the side of my driver's side door,
Yes.
in one of those pockets, there is in fact a Pikachu stapler. Why? I have no idea. Things show up sometimes. You know how Boba Fett became my favorite Star Wars character?
When?
What? A long time ago. But what happened is, whatever van I had a bunch of toys in it or whatever. Somehow, one of the ones that fell out was a Boba Fett action figure.
Got it.
Didn't have anywhere to put it. Put him up on my dash. He stayed there for the length of it.
New
Just
favorite.
happened. God knows I had him for more time than his screen time in the movies. So
When did he first appear?
his first appearance is in a parade in California, where they were going to, they were promoting him. He may have even had a white costume at that point, but I'm not certain. But what you're talking about, because you didn't know that other piece, Mike, would be the Christmas special.
Star Wars Holiday Special.
The holiday special where he shows up in bluish armor, and isn't so nice to Chewie, and I think it was Luke.
I forget. Just a short little animated feature.
Yep. And marked by the fact it wasn't good, but it was among that
Well, I think
tremendous experience. It was the best thing.
B. Arthur would have a bone to pick with you about that.
Would she?
Yeah, she was in the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, she can't. The only thing picking bones on her right now would be worms.
Hey. That is a Marine you're talking about, or somebody who served in the military during World War II, or I think the Revolutionary War. I can't remember which
I think
one.
it could have been either one. You know what's really distressing? Thanks, Dan. You may be the case too. I am now older than any of the Golden Girls by a considerable amount. And you might be too, all but one of them, I think. The oldest one was the youngest one. They were like in their mid to early 50s.
Is this like a Beatles thing? The youngest Beatle was actually the oldest chronologically?
Yeah, that's how it works. Man, I tried to stretch that to the full 5 minutes. We didn't get there.
Well, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I was eating my pure gummies.
As everyone should. Are these chips? Yeah, how are the grape ones?
They're good. They actually taste like real grapes.
Oh, then I
not,
gotta have
quote,
some.
grape flavor.
Grape flavored is, well, okay.
Michael, did you say
I like
something that
grapes.
mattered? I'm
no,
sorry.
No, he said something. It didn't matter.
Blanche was 53.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Whew, I got that beat.
Go ahead, check them all. I'm telling you right now, I'm older than any, maybe not Betty White.
timeless Betty White.
The timeless, but also currently worm food.
It's unkind of you to speak of the dead that way.
The worms don't mind.
It is the circle of life.
Yeah. And it moves us all.
We learned so much from Lion King.
Can I tell you something, though, about Lion King?
Yes.
You know the first thing Scar would have done when he got control of that?
What's that?
Killed every lion cub.
You think?
That's what they do.
That's a great strategy.
Yep. Every lion cub that wasn't his. And then he would have propagated the pride with his own seed.
Correct.
That's the way lions work. But you know what lions aren't?
What's that?
As horrible creatures. As the two creatures you don't necessarily think of being tremendously horrible. The first one, and maybe the worst of all, are meerkats. Whenever you hear a zoo claim that they had a death to one of their meerkats by natural causes,
Yeah.
oh, it got destroyed by the rest of the meerkats and probably devoured. The other creature that is way worse than anyone knows, to the point that the person who studied them tabled much of what he learned about them for 100 years. Then he didn't release it, to be fair, but was, because of how horrible it was penguins. They are awful.
Are they?
Awful. For instance, penguin chicks. If a mother loses a chick, she will go steal a penguin chick from another mother. As soon as the pain of having lost her chick is gone, she'll abandon it, and it will then freeze to death.
Interesting.
At which point, the male penguins will then decide, hey, that looks like an interesting thing to play with, and do nasty, unspeakable things to it.
Because it's an unprotected thing?
Yeah. And when I mean nasty, unspeakable, Dan, I mean not like eat it. What I mean nasty, unspeakable things to it. I mean Epstein plane kind of things to it.
Well, that's not nice.
No, it's not. I told you they're horrible creatures.
But you know, well, then I can guarantee you what's about to happen next is a lot nicer than what would happen to a poor, abandoned penguin chick. It's our next match. I believe it's the Shinya Hashimoto match, or is it Tiger Mask? I mean Liger.
It's the Lord Stephen one.
Lord Stephen Regal versus
1996 G1 Climax Special Tour, September 21st. Shinya Hashimoto, your IWGP Heavyweight Champion, versus Lord Stephen Regal, who looks to be probably the TV champion at this point.
Yeah, that would make sense at this stage. Now, I don't know. Somewhere I've got the tape, I believe,
Of
Shinya. When I was over there in 1999 or 2000. I'm trying to think which time it was. I think it was during G1 Climax, so August of 99. He was backstage, and I was talking with him and whatever. He was working out. He started doing... jumping rope and whatever. And he did for about 20 seconds and says, okay, enough. Or whatever. Because, yeah, no, he wasn't exactly Roberto Duran jumping the rope. Oh my God, it's as if this thing is starting to work in order. There's Shinya.
Does he have the belt?
96, probably 96, who else could it be?
He got it from Takada.
Yep. In January 4th, he got it from Takada,
No.
right? No, was that the April one?
Takada got it from Muto.
Oh, that's right. And then the April show he wins it?
4/29/96.
So likely he has it. Yeah, because I think this is his long reign.
Maybe this just is part of a tournament match, so it's not a title match.
Yep.
Which makes me wonder why Regal. And there's Lord Stephen Regal.
Well, why would be Shinya could actually work, and they can be stiff as hell with each other, and it doesn't matter.
Second round match, 30-minute time limit.
And this looks like it. So this is G1 Climax special.
It's a tour after the G1
Yep.
Climax. And it involves a tournament with the WCW guys versus New Japan folk. And this is the second round of said tournament. Ooh, look, he's got that little, almost kind of like a headlock. All right, facing up again. Size advantage, Regal. Strength advantage, Regal. Quickness advantage goes to Hashimoto.
Yep.
and then kicking and everything else is obviously going to be Hashimoto. But technical
Ground
wrestling,
probably goes to Regal.
Regal. He is very well trained, English style. It might look out of the ordinary, but everything he does makes sense. It's really fun to watch.
This almost might be just about the best condition he was ever in.
I agree.
Not so much the case for Shinya. Although, pretty close.
He's got a lot of weight in his shoulders, too, because he's trying to head up the entire promotion in 1996.
I will tell you the other thing he said to me the next time he saw me, because that was when he was losing weight to go against Ogawa. He said, look at all the weight I've lost. When are you going to do that?
Nice. Thanks, pal.
I have a picture of him, the two of us standing next to each other.
How do you say, what did I ever do to you in Japanese?
Yeah. And I will tell you that it looks like separated at birth to a certain degree.
So it's like twins.
It is kind of. I mean, in the end, I'm prettier, certainly now.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's true. He was never healthy.
No, and much like B. Arthur and who was the other one that we met?
Steven Tyler from Aerosmith?
No, somebody else who was. Betty White.
Yeah.
Shinya Hashimoto as well. Food for the worms at this point.
Oh, yes. Nobody lives forever. It's true.
I believe the Highlander does.
He should. That was such a good movie. And it had wrestling in it.
It did.
Madison Square Garden.
That's right.
One of the very rare appearances of
the
Fabulous
Freebirds in Madison Square Garden. Or actually, basically above the Mason-Dixon line, I think, right?
I'm thinking scanning. They wrestled in
Philly.
AWA.
They
wrestled in AWA as kind of an offshoot Freebirds, where I think it had Jimmy Garvin as one of the Freebirds.
Yep, that's
and
true.
they defeated the Road Warriors, much to my chagrin.
Yeah, everyone's chagrin.
September 28th, or somewhere in September of 1985, right after I got cable. So I got to watch AWA on ESPN. I said, this is great, and the Road Warriors are great. And what? They just lost the AWA title to these losers? And I got angry.
Yeah, well.
But luckily, they showed up on TBS shortly thereafter, and then everything changed. Did you know, speaking of Shinya Hashimoto,
as we often
actually,
do.
I don't want to, well, no, this match is a slow build. There was a 2-minute clip of the very first house show I went to, where we went on New Year's Eve to Providence Civic Center. The very first Hulk Hogan versus Jake the Snake Roberts match. They have the finish of that match. They did tape it for TV.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
It was not a good finish.
No, but
it was the powder to the eye got reversed. Hulk Hogan grabbed the powder, hit Jake the Snake Roberts, who bailed out of the ring and left, and got counted out.
And you know, at his size, and having happened relatively recently, I think the worms are dining on Hogan right now.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan was what? He had to be 70-something or just
71. 71, yeah.
All right, let's see what Lord Steven Regal can do here.
Across, shoulder block by Shinya, who, by the way, will have the lower center of gravity.
Yeah, shoulder block attack is not going to be effective. And if you notice, Lord Steven Regal turned clockwise instead of counterclockwise, so it was like he was in the right position, but he wasn't aware. Ooh, poke to the eyes, ineffective. Ooh, that's effective.
Yes, tried for the drop toe hold, I guess.
He still has it.
Still has it, has him down there, but not quite able to get into a good position off of it on Regal, who is, again, a veteran, solidly trained in all sorts of weird British ground maneuvers that you remember when we had, was it Johnny Smith?
Johnny Saint.
Johnny Saint, right.
He's the really crazy one.
Yep.
What I like about this Hashimoto match is this isn't a rock'em sock'em robots, I punch you, you chop me, I kick you, you kick me. This is forcing Hashimoto to wrestle, which the fans already know he can wrestle. It's just the style he's recently adopted is more of a hard-hitting punch and kick style. So it's good to see Hashimoto not out of his element, but employing his other skills in the ring. It's good to see that he still has them.
He, of course, one of the three musketeers of the 80s New Japan stars. He, Masahiro Chono, and Keiji Muto.
Correct. Keiji Muto, savior of all Japan in 2001, when they were in dire straits.
there are guys, we've talked about this so many times. There are guys
Oh, there
who
he is
have it,
again.
and he just exudes a charisma.
Yep. Still does. Where did I see him? Wow, look at that. Nifty.
Nice.
Oh, almost got it. STF.
That's just trying to
He's
work it.
trying
That's
to get him.
interesting. Look at that.
It's almost like the crippler crossface.
Yep.
As in, it is the crippler crossface.
Yes. Oh, fighting it off is Hashimoto, though.
If you notice, Regal never got those fingers wrapped up
Yes.
properly. And Hashimoto knows why he wants to do it and is going to do everything he can to keep him from doing it. And Rob chimes in with the name of this move at the time was not the crippler crossface, but the Regal stretch.
Yes, that makes sense to me.
And that's a good finishing move. Almost like a submission move. You definitely got him tied up. You got the head, where the head goes, the body goes, but you also have the lower body tied up. There's nowhere for anyone to go unless Regal wants it to happen. And I think this there's an element of Kobashi Takayama here for me, because Regal is forcing Hashimoto to wrestle in a way he normally doesn't wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, to me, it's refreshing as a guy who watches a lot of wrestling to see somebody kind of explore and stretch out, expand that palette a bit.
Yes, and sometimes the story can be almost exposing the person, what they can't do. Here it's more just having Hashimoto return more to what I guess would have been his roots before he had truly developed this character of Shinya Hashimoto.
There you go. So now you can see Hashimoto says, enough of this ground wrestling. I want to get into a punch and kick fight. And Regal's job is to not give in to that and keep tying him into knots.
Yeah, that is not his strength, not against a guy like Hashimoto.
Although he is good at slapping. If you don't believe me, ask Sting, because that classic slap at the press conference in 94, 95, that was a palm thrust to the nose of Shinya Hashimoto. That's not cool. All right, he's got the right arm trapped behind the head of Hashimoto, putting the knee on the face, and really tying up the upper body this time. He is in range to get like a knee from Hashimoto, but now he's rotated his body a bit. I don't know. I think Regal. Oh, nice.
Knee drop. But Hashimoto up. Not pleased with what just happened.
Oh, there's the slap. So now they're going to get in a fight. Ooh. Listen to that crowd.
Boy, Hashimoto was over.
Yeah, very over.
And again, I think New Japan understood completely what they had with the three of them, maybe more than they ever had in any other circumstance. The guy who helped you the most with the title, but was helped the most with the title, is Hashimoto.
That's right.
Muto doesn't need a title. He needs to be Muto. And once Chono got injured and became the heel, he doesn't need the title either. He can just be the bad guy.
He was best as the transitional champion.
Yep.
He was the one who got the win over Nobuhiko Takada on October 9th, 1995 in the Dome, when UWFI started battling against New Japan. And then Muto would shortly thereafter go on to lose the IWGP title. Actually, he already had the title when he fought Takada, but he would lose the title to Takada, and it didn't matter. But Hashimoto winning it in April, it helped Hashimoto more. The promotion was just fine without Muto having the title.
It wasn't until really late, if at all, that Chono got the title, right? Did he end up getting it at the end?
He didn't need it in the mid-90s because he got that NWA International Championship, won the G1 a few times. So as far as booking the three, Chono was the G1 guy.
Yep.
Where he was either winning it or in the finals of it. So that was his deal. Hashimoto could have the belt. And then Muto could just be Muto, which is all he needed to be.
In whichever, whether he's Keiji Muto where everyone loves him, or he's the great Muto where everyone is supposed to not love him and still does. And he gets to take the night off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his knees aren't any better for taking the night off. Night off for him is like 2 moonsaults instead of 3.
Yes.
And doing all the crazy stuff that he does at his size, which he definitely suffered for.
Yeah.
So everybody made their sacrifices to promote and push New Japan to the atmospheric heights or supersonic whatevers of whatever it did.
I think the only other person who may have done more damage to their knees from moonsaults because of how big they were was Kenta Kobashi.
Yeah.
The strangest thing you would have ever seen in the late 90s, early 2000s was him getting out of a cab to walk into the arena and looking like he was about 95 with the way he walked.
Yeah.
Then he gets in the ring and does what he did there, and it was absolutely remarkable. Oh, elbow drop right to the throat.
That was the throat or the side of the head. Either one of them is less than
Up with
preferred.
the shoulder is Steven Regal.
Nice kick out, but wasn't a heavy cover. So now they're both beaten up, both damaged a little bit. I suspect Hashimoto is going to have to go back to what he knows he can rely on, which is more concussive damage moves. DDT coming up if he can get it.
Yeah, because if he starts doing too much, that's what can happen.
Muscled him over. Little late on the pin attempt. Tiger Hattori slow with the count as well, might I say. Knee lift. Butterfly suplex if you can get it. There's room.
Now I'm going to go with as stiff as this is. Wow. Kobashi against Takayama would be considerably stiffer.
Yes, this is a good match. This isn't like All Japan, shorten your career by 3
That's
years
correct.
because of one match type move.
And the other factor with that, of course, is
Hey, look at that count from Hattori. What the heck was that? That
there
was
is
super
a
fast.
potential that if you could put it into numbers and multiplied the charisma of Takayama and Kobashi,
Yep.
you'd still be less than either one of these guys.
Two kicks from Hashimoto and Regal saying, "Bring it on."
As he staggers about. Steven Regal, so good.
And the
Oh, my.
crowd is cheering for Regal, saying, "I'm too much of a fighter."
The thing is, they're going to pop now if he gets any offense off at all.
Uh-oh. Oh, here it
Oh,
comes.
he's getting
the big
ready. Oh, to the chest.
one. Wait a minute.
Unbelievable. They're buying the fighting spirit on Steven Regal.
They love Steve Regal in Japan because he's a fighter. This is fighting spirit you're seeing right here in the head. And down he goes. He's not getting up from that. Is it over? It could be over.
Nope, kicking out is, you want to call that kicking out, raising his
Raising
shoulder
the shoulder.
on a bit of a lazy cover from Hashimoto is Regal.
Lazy cover. Well, Hashimoto's been working
Oh,
too.
DDT coming. No,
No.
blocked.
What the heck?
Beautiful work by Regal. He's going to wrap him up. STF. No.
Regal stretch.
No, Regal stretch.
In the middle of the ring, too. Wow. Came through all that. Now the crowd's cheering. What a match. I got to think it was Regal's favorite match in Japan because I have to
You have
think
a
he's probably
suspicion?
had bigger and better matches in the States.
Yeah.
He did wrestle Inoki once in 1994, but that was on Clash of Champions, so that was in America.
Yeah.
So I'm going to think
Well,
it
it may
was his
also be
favorite
the
match in
actual
Japan.
reaction, too, with how people reacted here and how much he was over in another place. This goes back to what you're sort of speaking of, too. But also, their styles work well. They mesh well, and they're willing to work with each other.
Yeah, it's amazing what can happen when two people are willing to cooperate.
Yes, like Andrea was always willing to do. Oh, nice leg sweep kick to the back of the ankle to the Achilles, basically. Hashimoto goes for a cover, 2, and no. And that was not a slow count that time by Tiger Hattori. Hashimoto ready, thrust the chop to the, basically to the trap, maybe the side of the head.
Ooh,
Jumping chop.
Back of the neck, too.
That should have had it. We got to think about that one. We got to get ready for that next time.
Ooh, that's a kick in the nether
Midsection,
region.
DDT.
I think he's got him
Turns
here.
around, goes for the
Good
cover.
hook. 2 and...
Kicking
Wow.
out of Steven Regal. Very nice.
And this is in the back of the arena here. The fans are cheering for the fighting spirit of Lord Steven Regal against the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Shinya Hashimoto.
橋本としてはなんでなんだそんな時間が1分過ぎていっている
Oh, brainbuster!
I thought he was kicking his legs to possibly get out of
Kicking
it.
out is Regal. Wow.
You know how they say some people are really big in Japan? Lord Steven Regal is big in Japan. These
Yes.
fans love it. 3 DDTs, that's got to be the end of it. Has to. All right.
Tried to kick out unsuccessful.
match.
What a match. And Hashimoto spent after that as well. But boy, oh boy, what a solid match. And that's what happens when two heavyweights with charisma and the ability to actually work get into a match together.
You're welcome. Look at that match. Nothing bad about it. The crowd goes nuts for Lord Steven Regal. Now we know why it's his
Kind of thing that
favorite.
reminds me of Ricky Dozen against, who was it we had him against? Oh, Luthez.
Luthez?
Yes. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. That was different.
Yes.
And Hashimoto knows enough to play into the strength.
Yep.
He relied on the kicks right at the end, but didn't go right to them because he was trying to out-wrestle Lord Steven Regal. Don't do that. But he tried. He was game.
One of the things Hashimoto did have was an understanding. He had that psychology to know how to play those matches and make it work.
Correct.
Because when he was always going to use his basic thing if he's going to win a match. The Ogawa matches were really interesting because of that sort of aspect.
Correct. Yeah, those Ogawa matches were crazy. It's great to see a champion who needs to be able to adapt to his opponents, just like Kenta Kobashi did when he was the Noah GHC champ.
Yep.
Depending on who his opponent was, he would alter his style so that it would fit. And Hashimoto and Steve Regal, they just fit. I wish I could have seen 7 of these. They did have a match earlier, I think it was 1995 or maybe April of 1996, but it wasn't like this one. This one was really, really good.
Yep.
And I could have seen that on a Dome show. Add maybe
absolutely.
5 or 6 minutes to the match with the crowd of a Dome. They would have eaten that thing up.
Yeah, even if it was a title match.
Yeah.
Which would have made it even bigger. But you know what? This is how much time we have left to talk.
It sure is.
Okay, excellent. We were just at pie.
Oh, we were.
There was supposed to be cake, but he dropped the ball.
That is true. Next time.
Next time. You know how old I am, right?
Yeah, that's...
Hope he means next time we shoot, not next time I have a birthday. My God.
Yeah, this guy ain't buying any green bananas.
No. Are you... Wow. Actually, no, I do. I don't like bananas when they start becoming leopards.
My middle one likes green bananas.
So when you do it,
she cuts them up and puts them in smoothies and stuff.
They're good and smooth. I actually like the texture of the banana before it's entirely ripened. Much better. It's less mushy.
Yeah, mushy only works for banana bread, I think. Once it gets overly ripe, it's not useful.
Right. No, I agree.
Unless you're going to put it on butter. So if you cut it and the slices aren't too thick, so you cut slices of it, get this. I said butter, I meant toast.
Oh, thank God.
So you get some toast,
lost.
put butter on the toast, and then put the bananas on it. And after that, put the knife and squish the banana into the buttered toast. Not a bad breakfast, just saying.
I like my fruit to be just a fruit.
Yeah.
This is one of those things. I'm glad we always stay on topic. This is what
topic?
you come to expect from us.
We had a topic?
We did.
Nobody
Two
told
great
me.
things that go great together, right? Or
Yeah.
supposedly. So Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes.
Awesome.
Love them.
But generally speaking, if I want an apple, I want an apple. I don't want peanut butter on an apple. Honey is an exception. With strawberries, it looks like we're almost... What just happened?
Are we out of time?
A
Or
little extra time.
Okay, thank you.
all right, we
So
went
he's
into
probably
overtime.
run that. But so, chocolate strawberries. I don't love them. I love chocolate. I love strawberries. I don't love them.
I don't think the texture of the hardened chocolate works well with a ripe strawberry.
I agree.
Now, if there was like a fudge, something softer, like a fudge sauce that doesn't get hard, then maybe it works better. But
Maybe. You know, it doesn't work better.
our main
Wasting
event of the
too much
evening.
time. Yeah.
We've gone far enough. We'll give you the last match of the evening. We've talked about it. We've alluded to it. It's from 1994, the G1 Climax tournament. I believe it happened within it somewhere. And it's Jushin Thunder Liger versus the late, great Gran Hamada. Let's just go to it now.
Let's take a look.
And that's the Gran Hamada And the important thing you need to, oh wait,
No, that's Jushin Thunder Liger, Dan.
darn it. It's been a while.
His costume is a weird thing.
It's
At least the black one. It's not a cloth. It's almost like a foam for his arms and shoulders. Because when I was,
Oh, you mean like the
after
gauntlets on the outside?
No,
of
I
the-
just like even the arm stuff. At least in the black costume, maybe around the shoulders was more. But I tapped him on the shoulder, and I was like, that just feels weird. And by the way, it was August, sopping wet.
Yeah, I
So-
bet. And they just announced Gran Hamada
sure
entering
did.
the ring. So, more importantly than the late great Gran Hamada, I feel like I get cheated with these cinnamon raisin bagels that have like 3 raisins in them.
I agree with you.
I feel like we need a law or something to ensure that we're getting some requisite number of raisins in it. So you know what my fix is? I know it. I'm not splitting the atom here, but 1, I put butter on the bagel. 2, follow up with cream cheese. 3, I have extra raisins and I sprinkle it on there and mush them down. So now I get a complete cinnamon raisin bagel experience.
Yes. I don't like cream cheese on bagels, which is just wrong. I understand that. To all my Jewish friends, I know I'm not proper. But butter's another thing. Butter's good. And cinnamon raisin bagels are the supreme of all bagels, I believe.
I like them best if I'm going to have a breakfast. I can have a sandwich with any other style. Asiago cheese is one of my particular favorites. And the favorite of the late great Gran Hamada.
That's what I had heard. The other one he likes when you turn them into a bagel pizza.
Yeah.
With and the best two for that
Hey.
are probably the plain bagel or the salted bagel.
Interesting. Bagel pizzas. It's
Bagel
a nice,
pizzas are all right.
a nice quasi dinner on short notice. It almost looks like you tried.
Oh, flipping him over, but gaining his feet is Hamada, and he's going to use his quickness. You may note he is not as big
Oh,
as
he's going for a
he
ride.
sure is. Here he comes. Oh,
He kind of clotheslined him, and he's going to jump back in and plead to the crowd. Oh, he's going again.
wow, and caught him a little bit better there, more solidly with his body, and rolling back in is Gran Hamada. So far, House of Fire is Gran Hamada, and the crowd seems to be eating it up.
It was only 12 years ago, compared to when this match happened, that Gran Hamada was doing this to Satoru Sayama, the original Tiger Mask. So if Liger thinks he's going to be able to outquick Gran Hamada, he's going to be mistaken.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing Hamada, who, by the way, you will note is considerably smaller than the legit 5'3", 5'4" Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yep, he used to be called Little Hamada in the early days.
I don't know why.
No, that's a good point. I mean, there's mysteries in life, and I guess that's just one more.
Yes.
So this is sneaky for Hamada. After Hamada did all his high-flying damage to Liger, now he's going to ground Liger.
Yep. Oh, a little short arm lariat sending him down.
It's almost like a sling blade variant,
yeah.
and this is 5 years before Tanahashi would even debut.
And Hamada remained a really good fixture in certain special matches, tag matches, probably up until about 10, 15 years ago, right? You'd see him show up here and there, maybe a little bit further than that, but his time goes
I could
so
check
fast.
how many matches he had toward the end, but he's still on.
But still pretty darn good, still pretty entertaining, even later on in there. One arm, shoulder, basically a fireman's carry from Liger, sends Hamada down. Liger still trying to recover from the damage he has taken already in this match early on by Gran Hamada.
Belly to back suplex, yes.
Has him
Oh,
up
jumped on
and
the back
over.
of his head.
Wow.
That's a little extra credit work by Liger selling.
Punch and then the cover and thrown off quickly by Liger is Gran Hamada.
That's true. And speaking of smoothie bowls,
Yes.
which is something that my middle child employs after a gym workout, it sounds like Rob does the same thing. She used to make the smoothie and put it into a cup and try to eat it with a spoon, and it was just too much trouble. Now she just dumps it in a bowl, and she's got all of her selection of the soda.
That's pretty
assorted
remarkable.
things.
I believe when I spoke to Gran Hamada about that, he said what he would do is instead then put it in a blender and just say, have had this a drink. Just mix it all together. It's wonderful.
She puts it in the blender, but it's so freaking thick. It's ridiculous. She puts almost no almond milk in it at all. It's all the solid stuff. So it's really just mixing the solid stuff into this. It's thicker than soft serve.
A goopy paste is what you're talking about at that
It's
point.
very solid, and she just eats it out of the bowl, and that's her recharge meal after working.
Elbow drops to the back of the head, goes for the cover. Kicking out easily at 2 is Liger. Hamada checking with the referee, but clearly he didn't have him for 3 there.
Speaking of working out, it doesn't appear that either one of these guys misses a workout anytime.
No.
Both in tremendous physical condition, especially Gran Hamada, who has not emailed us at thewrestlingscene@hotmail.com recently.
That's because he's dead.
All right, well, at least he's got an excuse, but all of you watching the show don't. And you can also go to the website at www.thewrestlingscene.com.
And he hasn't been there either. Same reason. But you're here, so why not? Well, jumping forward with a forearm or with a punch to the head is Gran Hamada, sends Liger down. And so far, overall, Gran Hamada has dominated much of this match.
Believe it or not, these two would only face each other 3 times.
Really?
The last one was 2000 J Crown.
Yes, I saw that match.
You were in Japan for that.
For that one, yep.
Gran Hamada had some of the best matches against Tiger Mask. The original Tiger Mask. Kunyaki Kobayashi was also, of the feuds, those ones had longer format matches. It would have been nice to have more matches against Dynamite Kid, but he was a busy boy back in the 80s.
Yes. And I think the thing that makes Hamada work so well with Satoru Sayama is his speed. Because he can keep up with some of the stuff, and you get some of the chains going that most of the guys who don't have that kind of speed can't really keep up with.
Yep. And the interesting thing about Sayama's speed is that if his opponent cannot keep up with it, it makes Sayama less. Because you need someone to be able to play along with. That's why Dynamite Kid was such a great opponent, because he was quick enough to keep up with the timing of Sayama, and that let Sayama do even crazier stuff.
Yeah, and stiff enough to also have, and big enough by comparison, to also give him a credibility when he's not quite as fast, but fast enough
this
to
2000 J Crown we're talking about, that wasn't the J Cup, Super J Cup from 2000, was it? Was that the one Zach Arnold thought was going to be all on one night, and we were saying there's no way it could be?
That's the one with Ricky Fuji.
Yeah.
And
Sema.
I think it was Ricky Fuji.
Oh,
Sema was in
Sema's
Sema was in that one, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. That's a flying shoulder block a la Masahiro Chono. Made it more than halfway across the screen. And Rob says that Sema beat Naoko Sano in the other semifinal, and Liger beat Shima Nobunaga. Boy, that was a long time ago.
Sure was, yep. Yeah, that's right. And I believe he can help us. Liger was in the black costume for that, correct, Rob? Almost positive. I think that's when I was backstage with him when he was celebrating and when they did the interviews and stuff. And due to my command of the Japanese language, what I saw was Liger in his costume talking to people in a language I didn't understand a bit of.
Good.
Or very little.
I'm sure if you said congratulations, wow.
He got that. Well, one second. I'm American. I know one language.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
He spoke English pretty well, I'm betting, and probably Spanish as well.
He did.
Still does, yeah.
He did spend time in Japan, obviously, before he even got signed by New Japan. And he also spent time in Canada.
Yep, Canadian.
Nice brain buster by Liger. Liger starting to assert control over the match in a general way. where Hamada's still fighting, but it appears that Hamada's spending a little more time on the receiving end of punishment as opposed to doling it out.
Yeah. Well, and this again, we're coming to the strength part of it. That's what, oh, and there's that spinning backbreaker that Liger uses. He's going to have the power advantage. If they continue to exchange power things, unless Hamada has some way of taking away his base, that's going to play to Liger's strength.
Agreed. Liger's going to have, and this might be the only time you ever get to say it, Liger has the size advantage.
Yeah. Although with most of the juniors, he may have had the strength advantage at least.
Yes. He was always heavily muscled. Even Takaiwa, he portrayed the part of the power junior.
Yep.
He was not stronger than Liger.
No.
He was younger than Liger.
Liger is broader across the shoulders than you are, Dan. It's a little bit ridiculous. Never mind Kensuke. It's just ridiculous. Now, I may point out they're also both at least a half foot shorter than you. At least Liger certainly is.
It's easier on the knees that way.
Yeah, sure is.
I don't know what
Reference
Liger's
Kobashi
doing
and
these days.
Muto. He's doing a lot of announcing. He'll show up on some of those things. I don't know what else.
I'd like to see him as some kind of ambassador for something.
Yeah. Hamada rolls back into the ring. Now there's Shinjiro Otani.
So Rob says the match in black was Ultimo Dragon versus Liger. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. Because now he's referring to the April 9th, 2002 nights after the Dome show. And it is the J Cup that he was referring to. So now I'm all confused. I mean, this history is like...
What year is that, 2000?
Yeah, it's like a month after you started the show.
Yeah. Could you check, Rob, is that Dome show the one with the rematch of Ogawa and Hashimoto was probably the main event and Inoki shows up for it?
I'm looking. On April 7th, there is no specific large Dome show in the United States. What are you talking about? I hate AI overview. What? I hate everything.
It's April 7th, 2000.
Yeah, it was Dome Impact.
Yep.
And that did have Hashimoto Ogawa. And the text was too small for me to see the whole write-up.
It's the rematch where I think might have been a retirement match for Hashimoto at that point. Maybe he stayed that way.
Was it?
And I think he had his head shaved for that match too. This was the serious one that he was coming back after they sort of split two matches. I think Hashimoto might have won the first match, but it was really close. Then Ogawa beat him. And then this one, he beat the living heck out of him at the end, towards the end of it, I believe.
Figure four, not particularly applied, but look at this.
A whole lot of short legs.
Hamada selling the heck out of this move.
Yes, he is. And I will say, the one thing Hamada has that a lot of the guys, the smaller guys who do a lot of the flippy-floppy stuff don't have, even in Michinoku Pro, is he has a lot more variation to his game. A lot more. He's not just high flying, as we can see.
Correct.
He's got a lot more of the ground game and also just a more grounded style in a different use of the word, if you understand what I mean.
I do. He's not as cookie cutter as some of the juniors would be, where they rely on flippy floppy stuff because otherwise no one will look at him.
Right. He's also totally old school with the black, I think it's black boots and black trunks.
Yeah.
None of the sort of the frills.
Yeah.
The other guy is sort of a power guy among the juniors, only because I think he seemed taller than all of them, was Kendo Kashin.
Yeah, Kashin just looked like an athlete, but not big enough to be a heavyweight, but certainly not small. It's just his build didn't carry as much weight, enough weight to be a heavyweight with the build that he had or with the musculature that he had.
And I think if Liger's three inches taller, he has a successful run as heavyweight.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, he's as big as Sasaki, only better in every possible way.
Hugely over. The one benefit.
Oh, power bomb on the outside to the ring, of the ring by Liger, and we'll see if Hamada gets back in time. Sent across to the other corner by Tiger Hattori.
And now we're waiting, and Hamada's selling outside.
そうですね、飛ぶタイミングを測っているのかどうなのか。
Channel 10.
Now I have to go look at my photos from the day because I swear he had the black costume.
TV Asai. Is this from the 4-9 J-Cup or something else?
I think it would have been a 4-9 thing because I was at the Ogawa match, that last match between them, I believe.
I'm still looking. It doesn't say that that's a retirement match for him, but there was a Kazuo Yamazaki's retirement match was on that Dome show.
Yeah.
And the faction disbandment match, Masahiro Chono defeated Muto, and because of that, NWAO Japan was forced to disband. Sorry to say that, but it happened.
Yes. What a great opening that was, that thing with the prison thing, which might have been used by someone for something else.
No, it would have been a good idea to use it. Somebody should do that someday. Whip to the ropes, Liger ready for a...
Oh, just
wow! He hit the
sends
ropes.
him over.
That's a
I'm
big
not
back
sure
body
if
drop.
Hamada made it all the way to Mexico or not there, but it seemed close. Does the same to Liger. Drop kick. Good idea by Hamada. Drop kick right to the midsection to send him over. Here he comes to the apron. Did he headbutt him?
I think it was a they call it a tope.
Yeah.
Where it's leading with your head. So it's like a rolling, flying headbutt.
I'd like to see another angle because it was either that or it was turned into a DDT somehow. But luckily we had people in the way.
New Japan does use instant replay from time to time. That one would have been helpful. But there's so many photographers. This is 1994, back when people actually cared about wrestling. So there's photographers well, you can see them. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
And they invariably get in the way of stuff.
They offered to let me do that, and I was like, I am not doing that. As much as it would have been a cool experience, I didn't know enough of where I could be, how I could be, or what to do, and couldn't communicate well enough
I don't want to
feel
get in
comfortable
anyone's
doing
way.
it. Oh, capo kick. Sends him out, and Liger's going to go to the top now.
Revenge is coming.
Now, will he do the open arm headbutt, the tope?
There it is.
Yeah, oh boy.
And leave it to Gran Hamada to take all of it and sell it perfectly.
Absolutely.
And now he's talked and said, Liger, are you okay? And apparently the answer was yes, so Hamada went back to selling. Good for him.
I'll tell you, one of the hardest things to watch right now for me, with all the guys flying everywhere, is how bad all of them are. Men and women, by the way. And I haven't seen as much of Japanese wrestling. There's not that much to see. But how bad they are at making sure they're protecting the guy flying from the ring. They are awful.
I'll take your word for it, because I see 30 seconds of one match, 30 seconds of the other. There's so much air in between some of the strikes. It's so much of let me get in the position so you can do something to me. I cannot be
Pile
bothered
driver,
with
a bit of a tombstone. And here goes Liger out to the top, probably for the diving headbutt, I would say. Here he comes. Boom, lands it. Nice, dead solid, perfect. That might do it. Kicking out is Hamada.
I grew up watching Picasso. I grew up watching Van Gogh or any of these famous artists.
Would you like some? Gauguin.
Sure.
Leonardo. There you go.
I don't care about watching this roadside graffiti that is professional wrestling today. I'm sorry. Seen it.
Back in my day.
It's back in this day.
That's right.
This is 30 years ago. I don't even pretend.
Oh, there's a rolling capo right into the corner. Back in my day when Hulk Hogan had a full head of hair.
That is smart
AWA.
of Tiger Hattori to check on him.
Yep.
Is that Tiger Hattori?
It is, yes.
Okay. He got a capo kick right in the mush. That is similar to Takeshi Misawa that broke his neck.
Oh, he flips out. Good work by
How the
Hamada.
heck is he doing this?
He's being smaller and quicker is what he's doing. Body press there, comes, flown aside by Liger, picks him up. Nice work. And he wraps him up.
He got it.
Whoa, what a steal by El Gran Hamada out of nowhere. Using Liger's own momentum against him.
Holy
able to
crap.
get that finish. And Liger is shocked. That alone is great selling. And to do that with the mask, too, but he clearly is like, what just happened?
I thought the last match was a You're Welcome. That was the main event, and we
You're
picked
welcome.
it. Holy crap,
Wow.
what a great match that was.
Fantastic finish.
And if you're going to take a capo kick right in the middle of the face, then the least Liger can do is let you pin him like that. That was amazing.
And Gran Hamada with a victory. Boy, Dan, we got this one right. I didn't even remember how this match finished. We managed to, in a memorial, actually, of the guy we were memorializing, in a sense, win.
And he won.
And he won. That's
Wow,
the thing. I didn't know we did that.
Was it the Jumbo Tsuruta one that we had all these great matches and he lost every one of them?
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
Well.
They were all great matches, though, and that was the big thing, you know, with a guy like Jumbo, is he was such a great performer.
Boy, oh boy, I've been watching like every televised Jumbo match from the beginning on, and he started off as a guy with a lot of raw talent, but he didn't know what to do. It took him at least 9 minutes, and after that, he was like his third match, he was a totally different wrestler.
And you know what else, Dan?
What's that?
You haven't seen him lately, but you know what he had? Do you know what he featured as one of his moves? Jumping knee!
I'm glad my hearing is bad. That's all.
Good.
Anyway.
You knew that was coming, I gathered, from the way you guarded yourself.
Shied away, of course.
Yeah.
So you'll see more jumping knees. I'm sure we can shoehorn a little bit of Jumbo Tsuruta for you on maybe the next episode.
The other thing, maybe we should start the big feud.
Do it again?
I don't think we've done it from the beginning. I don't think we've done every single match in Misawa Kobashi.
Okay, we can do it.
Plus, now it will be done without tape skipping.
That's
without
true.
Audio being bad because Mike will monitor it and make sure it's good. Neither one of us believe that.
We can offer you a high-def version. I've got high-def versions of every match with the exception of one handheld, I believe.
Yes, I believe that's correct. And just make sure you have your chips ready so you can enjoy them. A nice little salty treat.
Or your great puree gummies brought to you straight from grapes.
In fact, here's what we're going to do for you. If the first person I see who comments that's not like Rob on the website, okay, or on the email address, what's going to happen is Mike's going to bring back some of the Pokemon gummies, and you give us your address, we're going to mail them to you.
We only get
with
9
a signed
seconds.
card. Okay, thank you for joining us tonight on Toukon Retsuden, the world of Japanese professional wrestling. For Dan Kennedy,
Mataraishu.
Mike Cunningham, I am the Great Riki. Mataraishu.